ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
My first pranamams to Dr. Monireddy. Somehow I do not know in what way it is connected. He is the savior of my mother's life. Almost since 5 years back, my mother was almost ill and almost gone. Dr. Reddy saved my mother's life, and from that day onwards, really, almost every day I remember Dr. Monireddy. So somehow it's a great occasion for me to be here with him. I'm really very happy indeed to share the dais with him. Sir, my pranams to you, sir. And happy Teachers Day to all teachers here, all my colleagues, all my friends. Then, good evening, children. It's my pleasure to be here on this occasion of Teachers Day celebrated in Mahatma School. It's a very nice occasion. I would like to say very little about Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan and then come back to what we are facing as a teachers, what we can do with our present day system of education and how we can cope up with the children. That's what I would like to talk about. I would like to give one or two incidents in my life, how I have come across with the children, students. I think that may be a kind of motivation for the teachers here. That I would like to proceed with. You all know that Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, born on 5th September 1888 in a village near Tiruthanni, Tamil Nadu, an ordinary family, a middle class family, and then he has rose to the highest position in the country, that is the President of India. I think nobody else in our country has been nominated for Nobel Prize 17 times. So that shows how great Mr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was. 12 times for peace, he was nominated for Peace Award, and other 5 times for his educational contribution. But unfortunately, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was not noticed by the rest of the world. But we people in India have recognized his service. More than being the President of India, he was a great teacher. Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan is looked as a great teacher rather than as a President of India. You know, it is he who has loaded his student to the maximum extent, and it is he who gave a notion to all the teachers how a teacher should be. There are so many presidents who have come and occupied that position, but not like Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. He loved to be a teacher more than being the president. When he was asked, "Sir, we are interested in celebrating your birthday, the 5th September, as the birthday of Dr. Radhakrishnan," he just denied it and said, "If at all you are celebrating it, please celebrate it as the Teachers' Day, because he was such a great teacher." He was a teacher at Mysore University. Mysore Manskamurthy was a teacher for some time. He was a lecturer. And then he had to leave that place and to go to the Vice Chancellor. He had to take up the position of Vice Chancellor at Banaras University. You may wonder, the children of that time, it is they who actually made him to sit on the chariot. Instead of bullocks or horses, it is they who drew the chariot to the railway station and bid farewell to Dr. Radhakrishnan. Actually, the tears were coming out of Radhakrishnan, and he just mentioned, "I love this place like anything. If at all a chance I get, I will come back as a lecturer to this Mysore." But unfortunately, he did not get a chance. He became the Vice President, and then he became the President of India and served to the best. Thus, any teacher who has, if you ask any teacher, the icon of the teacher fraternity, I think our first preference or name goes to Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, greatest teacher of all times. Then, as a teacher, I come back. I served in National High School for about 39 years. I have seen hundreds of students who have passed out. I have taught mathematics and science for so many students. And I have also rendered free of cost the service to mathematics, service to students who are coming from middle class families. Literally, one may not believe, I have touched more than 1 lakh students, literally. Because since 1980, we are conducting free lecture classes. There are almost 800 students, 1000 students used to participate. In those classes, from September to March, almost for SSLC students used to take classes. Even now, at Kabir Ashram, near TV station in Bangalore, almost 600 to 800 students do visit from September to say March. We set of teachers, about 7 or 8 teachers. We go every day and we teach them from the point of view of their examination, SSLC examination. And likewise, I'm proud to say that I could able to pass on what little I know in mathematics, more than 1 lakh children. I think that's the privilege. I'm really proud. More than being 39 years as a teacher here, I could able to do that service to the society. I think a teacher must feel proud of that rather than anything. I have come across so many students in a national high school. Proud to say that national high school was such a great institution. Only one example is enough to say that your president sir, the founder president sir, Dr. Munireddy sir was a student of national high school, maybe in 50s or 60s. I think it is that the school who was started by Dr. Annie Besant, blessed by Dr. Mahatma Gandhi. I do not know. Indirectly, it might have inculcated Dr. Munireddy from there to start a school, keeping the name as Mahatma, giving respect to the Mahatma and to the national high school where he has studied. And I know even today he has lost a lot of respect for the teachers who were at that time. And when we meet, he also asks about the school and he recalls those days when he was a student in that school. I have come across so many students in my regime after 1980. Students like Ramesh Aravind, Rangayana Raghu, Sujan Lokesh, they are all in the field of arts. Whereas Anil Kumble, I'm proud to say that Anil Kumble was my student in 1986, the highest wicket taker for Indian cricket. Though Yerapalli Prasanna, Chandrasekhar and Anil Kumble, the spin trio, they were from our school. I do not know, Chandrasekhar might be even the classmate of Dr. Munireddy sir, I do not know. They were the spin trio was from our school. I would like to say something about Anil Kumble and would like to contrast this to the teachers. I request the children, please remember this. When can a children go to a great height? When you are saying, when one can say that really a good student? When can you say that I can learn better from a teacher? If a student has got so much love and respect for the teacher, if you love your teacher, then only you can learn something from the teacher. If you feel that the teacher is not good, he does something, she does something, I don't like it, it is not up to my level, or I have not understood anything from what she taught. In that way, if you have certain opinion of that kind, children, remember, you cannot learn better. If you start loving your teacher, if you start respecting your teacher, you can learn better. That will come to your knowledge only after coming out of the school or after reaching certain height. That's what very important. We can learn only something from whom we are loved by and we can love. Even from the point of view of teachers. If we love our children, if we give respect to our children, love our children with lot of patience, children are of different kind. They are of different levels. They are of different characters or different nature. As a teacher, having enough patience, if you could touch their heart, definitely a day would come wherein which those children will take us to a great height. One example I would like to talk about Mr. Anil Kumble. Anil Kumble was my student way back in 1986. 83 to 86 he was my student. He became the captain of Indian cricket team. At that time, because of this LTT problem, he was not allowed to come to the house. He was forced to be there in the Ashoka Hotel along with other playmates. We were interested, my president, Dr. H. Ramarao and myself were interested in bringing him to our school where he has studied and to honor him. We went, we asked, I just gave a call to Mr. Anil Kumble. I said, Mr. Anil, we are interested in meeting you. We want you to come to our school. Then he said, sir, very sorry, I am not in a position to come out of the hotel because of the security problems and other things. But if you people can come to my place, I'm ready to welcome you, sir. I'm ready to talk to you. Then myself and the president, we both went at about 5 o'clock evening in the Ashoka Hotel. Going to the reception, we asked for it. Where is Mr. Anil Kumble? Then the receptionist just gave a call to Mr. Anil Kumble and he said, say your teachers, it seems your teachers. If you were to be a different person, if he does not have that good qualities in him, the culture, what imbibed from the parents as well as from the school like the National High School or even schools like this school, I'm sure, you would have said, please send them to room number 301. That would have been the attitude of any student for that matter. That will become the captain of India. He said, he asked the receptionist to make us sit on the reception that launch. He said, I'll come, please ask them to wait, ask them to be seated. So he came all along the way from room number 301, third floor. It is he who bowed down, respected, he gave all the respect, who was taking us the lift to the room. And he asked us, sir, are you ready to take something, eatable, sorry? And we said, no problem, we had everything. No, sir, you have to take something, you order for coffee and tea. Remember, if anybody else would have been in that position at that level, they would ask the waiter to supply. But remember what Mr. Anil Kumble did, actually a mood. He took the cup of coffee from in the tray. It is he who added the sugar and it is he who served us. I think then I felt as a teacher, that is the greatest reward a teacher can get from a student who has been. I think if being the teacher, if we have treated the children well, if we have taught them well, if we have taken care of them with all the patience, if you have inquired about them particularly at that level, we may not receive anything at that level. But remember, somewhere in our life, it will come back. What goes around comes around. Definitely, we get back that respect as a teacher. I really proud to say that Anil Kumble has such a nice character, and it is you who came all along the way to the door, sent us, and the way in which he treated us with all respect, I think I never forget in my life. Another incident I would like to quote. 1980, I started about 40 years back. I used to tell my children not to waste food, not to waste water anytime. Because at that time particularly, now I think really I'm very sorry to say, many children are in the habit of wasting food. Not only children, many teachers, parents, because we are not giving importance to food at all. Our times, 70s, 80s, food was the main criteria. It was very important for us. We never used to get sometimes food to eat 2 times or 3 times. It was very much, I can say, scarcity, item of scarcity. So I used to ask my children, students, never waste food. Anything you want, you can eat. You can eat twice, thrice, or 4 times a day, but never waste anything. So I used to tell every time the children I used to advise. It's all from outside the syllabus. No syllabus of teacher says that you have to do like this, you have to say like that. If some of the good things, what we can make our children follow at that age, I think they would remember us in the future. Likewise, I used to say every year, I used to take the promise from the children, not wasting food, not wasting fresh water. Because water is also scarcity. Though the total water available in the earth, 97.5% it is being locked up in the form of ocean water, salt water, which we cannot make use it for any purpose. Out of the remaining 2.5%, almost 1.5% of that percentage is locked up in the ice, in the form of ice in Antarctica mountains. For everything, we may get about 0.5% or 0.8%. Less than 1% of fresh water only is available for meeting all the needs and requirements of all the people, cattle, everything throughout the world. So if we waste water, if we waste food, I think it is the greatest criminal activity one can do. So I used to tell my children not to waste food, not to waste water any time. I request you people also to follow the same thing. Though I have come as a guest here, I am highly honored to be here on the dais. Okay, I request you people not to waste food any time. Hereafter, at least if you have the habit of wasting it, not to waste fresh water any time hereafter. I used to tell that since 1980, almost 40 years back. From there I started it. And in some function, marriage function, I met one student by name Nagendra Sarovar. He was taking very little food. Then I asked him, I just asked him, Kannada, why you are not taking food? Why you are taking only this much? It is he, after so many years, almost 20 years or 30 years, he said, Sir, I am following the words what you have uttered on that day, not to waste food. Since then, I don't think that I have wasted food any time at all, sir. Not even once I have wasted my food. How much I want, only so much I take. I have never wasted food or I have never wasted water. Sir, I have given respect from that day onwards, even today I am following it. I think as a teacher, teaching what is mathematics or some everything to keep apart, the greatest achievement of a teacher, I think if we could give them some education for their life rather than education for examination, I think as a teacher I have done something. Really, I feel proud of that boy Nagendra Saro. And even today, having a mobile, once recently, 2 years back during the Corona time, one boy has sent from Tamil Nadu. He is in Chennai. He is now at Chennai. He was in different places, even in US and other places. He has given a statement, Sir, I could able to get your phone number. Thank you for everything. And he said, Sir, once in the class you have mentioned about the film Tannir Tannir. In Tamil, there is a film called Tannir Tannir. There, the total story depends upon how difficult for the villager to get one pot of water for drinking purposes. If anybody see that movie Tannir Tannir, is available. I think Sarita is the actress. So nice the movie. Definitely, it changes. It is able to change our mindset. So those who are wasting water, taking full of water for bathing purposes, or wasting water for different places, one can understand how that movie depicts that we should change ourselves or our attitudes. I used to tell that not to waste water. I had quoted that film and the story of that film, saying that how important is water, particularly those people in the village. They used to fetch the water for drinking, traveling 3 or 4 kilometers, not traveling in a bus or vehicle or anything. They have to take a pot and something, travel all the way, walk all the way for 3 or 4 kilometers, fetch one pot of water and come back for drinking purposes. How difficult it is. But we people have plenty of money, plenty of water. That too, people who are living in a city like Bangalore or nearby, we get plenty of Kaveri water, fresh water. We are wasting water like anything. So whether it is in the school or house or anywhere, we use the same water for car washing, and we open the tap, the water will be flowing out, we will be talking, or we don't stop. You might have seen even in the TV, a monkey would come and stop. People like us, we don't go and stop the running water. Though it is getting wasted, we are not bothered. That shows our mindset. I requested my students not to do that. I think he has made a statement, Sir, you have told long back. Even today, I am giving importance to that. I take very little water for so many purposes, for brushing teeth or every time. Even I take bath taking only 1 bucket of water or less than 1 bucket of water. I give so much importance not to waste water. His name is Venkatesh. He has given the message. Then I felt, see, at least one student in life, I do not know how many of them are following it. Though I could able to touch so many students, if 1 or 2 students follow such a beautiful message or idea or the change is our mindset, I think as a teacher, I feel we have achieved something. That's, I feel really grateful to those people who are following those things. Anil Kumble, maybe Anil Kumble or Nagendra Sarovar or even Venkatesh. Another one incident I would like to tell before I end my speech, motivational speech, motivation to the children. Never give up your self-confidence. Even if you are getting less marks or more marks, friends, do not bother. If you are getting less marks, try your best. If you are already at the higher level, getting greater percentage of marks, do not think that you have already reached the height. There is always a scope for further improvement. There is no end. Try to acquire knowledge. Do not waste your time. Spend your time on acquiring knowledge from all the sites. Maybe it may be a mobile you are using, or maybe a TV, whatever it is. Try to acquire the good knowledge. plenty of time you will get in the future to acquire unwanted things. It is the age for you to do something to reach your goal, going to the highest height, bringing name and fame not only to your parents, to your teachers, and to the school in which you are studying. I think you should keep that in mind. One person, Mr. Ashwin, was my student. He was in second PUC after passing out SLC. He was in National College, Jainagar, second PUC. The next day, he had to attend a mathematics exam, and that was I hope at those times in 90s. Second PUC happens to be the turning stage in one's life, getting into either medicine or to the engineering field. He had to attend a mathematics exam the next day. The day before at 5 o'clock in the evening, he lost his father. That too, he was a child born after 10 years gap between the first and the second child. So much loved by the mother and father. He lost his father at a very young age due to heart attack, cardiac arrest. Tomorrow morning he has to attend the mathematics examination. He was there in Nagar in Bangalore. So many of us, what we do at that stage, we have to think for a while. Please give a little chance, 1 second to think about what we would have done if we were to be in that place. So it was a critical moment. That to belong to Orthodox family, not supposed to drink a little water or eat anything. Still the cremation is over. So the boy, the whole night he was with the dead body of his father. Next day he had to write the examination. Of course, he was a well-known student of mine. I was called by some of his friends. Sir, Mr. Ashwin is facing this problem. You please come and give him some moral support and let us take him to the college where in which he can attend the examination. So with all that, I too went there. I gave him all the moral support. We took him to the college and I asked the teacher, invigilator in charge, sir, here is a bottle of juice we have kept. Since yesterday evening, he has not taken anything. Maybe because of this Orthodox family, he is not supposed to take anything. He has not taken anything. In case, suppose if you fall unconscious or whatever it is, you make him drink like this. Otherwise, let him write the examination. Then he will go on to finish off the cremation part and other things. So the sir obliged. It had kept that juice bottle on the table. He is allowed to write the examination, mathematics examination, second PUC. Fortunately, he could complete the exam, and then we took him, and everything over. You know the result. Why I mentioned his name? People like him, students like him, they are trend setters. They are not followers. Many of us are followers. We just follow. We talk about this. We hear about them, and we do some things, such things. But Mr. Ashwin was a trendsetter. Among all the students in the college, it is he who alone got 100 out of 100 in mathematics that year. I felt so happy. That is a great thing. I think these are small things. These small things only make us happy. The thing is, many others have got 100, but for the whole college, he got 100 out of all these problems. What makes me to tell this or narrate this incident? Please remember, if you have self-confidence, if you have prepared well, if you have prepared from the beginning, any student need not bother about examination, need not. We have that habit. If there is a test tomorrow, I think you should have seen what the atmosphere at home. If anybody visit the home, the mother, please, my son is don't talk loud. See, even for a test, FA1, FA2, whatever it is, the parents are like that. The children is like that. As if they have lost everything, they are so much tensed up for the examination, for the small test or exam, whatever it is. But my sincere advice, do not postpone your work. Start from the beginning. Try your best. Work from the beginning. And listen what your teacher says. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. They are the only three people. They are not selfish. They are selfless. They only are the people who actually expect you to come to the top without expecting even a chocolate from you. They may ask for fun. Hey, you got the first place, where's the chocolate? But tell you honestly, it is they who expect you to reach a great height without expecting anything in return from you. So please give respect to your teachers, give respect to your parents, do your best, And I'm very happy that I'm with you. I could able to say something to you all and been given a chance by Dr. Muniredi sir. And thanks to Mr. Bojaraj sir for asked me to come over here. Okay, it's a very nice. I think yeah, I feel this honor. I'm highly honored to come over to your school to stay with you all. Thank you all, friends, dear children. Best of luck to all of you. Nice to hear, and I would like to hear that you people reach a great heights. And my request to all the teachers, please. My request to all the teachers, fellow teachers, only request, please treat your children, all children equal, and love them. If you love them, I know the problems. I know the problems of teachers present day. We are all exam oriented, marks oriented, result oriented. But apart from everything, we have, there are one thing in Kannada they say, Matru Runa, Pitru Runa, Samaja Runa, that is society. We have to satisfy that. Apart from everything, please spend little time extra to teach your children the ethics or values rather than what is given in the syllabus. Apart from the syllabus, if you go out little, I know how difficult it is, but it's a request to all my fellow teachers, spend some time to teach all your children or make them responsible citizens. It is a much that whether they listen to you, they do not listen. We do not know whether they have listened to us or not. That when you will come to know, when you will come to know that they have listened to you, they have given respect to you. Only when they have become old, and when you are, when they grow and they achieve some positions, when you are too old, then they will come and say, "Ma'am, you were told that day like this because of that today." I think that the pleasure you are going to get not now, only in the future. For that, I think you have to put little efforts now. I request all my fellow teachers to spend little time on teaching them about ethics, how they should be, and build up their character. Thank you all teachers for giving me occasion. And once again, I wish all the teachers happy Teachers Day. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Muniredi sir, for giving this.